Hey y'all, I'm Chuck Cassidy, and I'm being deported. Actually, just kidding about the deportation. So if you haven't seen episodes 1 through 3, stop what you're doing, go to my channel and look for that so that you know what the hell I'm talking about. Otherwise, this is going to be fucking boring, you know. But no more boring than anything else you're going to probably watch on YouTube today. We were at immigration this morning, and it's a pain in the ass, and I won't bore you with it. But I'm trapped in Italy for at least another 2 months, which gives me a chance to work on my tan, which you can see is coming along, and to practice with the heavy metal band with whom I auditioned and got the gig. But before we begin, I'd like to thank my sponsor. I don't have one. Now, why don't I have a sponsor yet? Well, because I was about 8 years late to a party I wasn't invited to. But if people would share my videos, maybe with time I could get sponsored by some of the brands I use here that I've mentioned before in other videos, like Monster Energy, you know, zero sugar so it doesn't make me a fat fuck. And I use Laney Amplification over here. I'm still waiting for a call from them. I've promoted them many times. And this thing doesn't, you know, never mind. And we have a festival date coming up in 1 month. I have learned 8 songs already, note for note. Now, why do I say that with a certain level of frustration in my voice? Well, because tonight is the 3rd practice of the Chuck Cassidy band. Unbeknownst to both people in the band, this is their last chance to show me something. Holding out hope for the guitarist. He's a very busy gigging musician, and he also has a full-time job. The drummer is really going to have to up his game today, or this is it. So anyway, tonight we're adding a 4th song to the list. So before, as I told you, since you've seen the previous 3 videos for sure, we're doing Out of Business, Bloodletting, and Sentence, and to that we are going to add Silent City, which has one of the sexiest opening riffs on the bass. Do you want to hear it? Do you? Do you? No? Well, I'm going to play it anyway. Keep your clothes on, you know, it's just a bass riff, you know, no need to get all hot and bothered. So, regarding the audition with the metal band, as I mentioned a second ago, everything went well. I was actually incredibly nervous, which is unusual for me. But, you know, when you're in the presence of real musicians, sometimes it'll clam up your hands a bit. So we went through the songs once, and I wasn't very good, and I thought, this probably isn't going to happen. We took a break, had a beer, and went back at it, and I was relaxed the second time. Everything went well, and so maybe they can't find anyone else, I don't know, but I will be playing 2 festival dates in the next couple of months. And I'm really looking forward to that. Real festivals with, like, you know, people in the audience. Yeah. Now, the immigration shit, I'm not going to bore you with, but maybe I'll start a new video series called Italy is Not Actually Part of the European Union. Could be interesting. What do you think? Now, the songs of this heavy metal band are not super difficult, except that there's a lot of chuggy bits, you know, that you have to remember where the derret is and then where the det is. And then they here, I'll show you, hang on. Forget it, you don't give a shit. Also, regarding joining this new band, it means I've had to quit a cover band that I was in. I haven't talked about much, but I had to make a choice or stay with the bands that have the best things going. And They've, except for one member of the band, they've kind of ghosted me. Now I'm not their friend anymore. They're real angry, and you know. So officially, not counting the Chuck Cassidy band, I'm in 2 bands. So if I can manage to have these 3 projects going, I'll be a pretty happy camper. So the other band is the cover band. I played a clip of me singing Twisted Sister a couple videos ago. We have a new singer, and he has a real good Ronnie James Dio thing going. So that's fucking awesome. And as a result, we're changing our set list a bit to do, oh, you don't give a shit.
Suicide at the bottom of a bottle. Running high with no one to say.
So, no. The man can play the guitar. Didn't learn anything. Didn't improve.
Time won't wait or say goodbye.
Drummer's out.
Once again, you're down.
Anyway, overall, not too happy. Was contacted by a bass player today, so stay tuned.